So, like, sometimes I wonder if after you're going through so much spiritual healing and inner work, do you feel like you don't have a personality? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I really fucking feel now like that my entire personality was a trauma response. And like, I was definitely like loud, funny, like all this shit, but like I would say some funny shit. Like this shit, I mean, I was very quick-witted, like, and I mean, I can still be like that, like, especially like if somebody's talking shit to me, like I can put them in their place kind of, but like I almost feel like the stuff that I said and that was funny, like it's either mean or racist or like at this point I don't like to say mean things to people because I feel like if I'm saying something bad about someone else, I'm really just turning it back onto myself. So like I don't. And if I catch myself thinking, oh damn, look at that bitch over there, like god damn, she's, I try to turn that around like, wow, she looks like she needs some help. I hope that she gets the love she deserves. Like I turn that shit right around. I just don't think that certain things, like, I'll still laugh at an occasional racist joke, or like, not even racist, I guess you could say, but like, I don't know, like there's certain groups of people, like Jewish people or Amish people or whatever, and it's like, to each their own, but like sometimes fucking jokes are funny, but like you can't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's just, a lot of shit just isn't appropriate, you know what I mean? And I feel like I don't really know myself. And it's because I started my healing journey like kind of late to the game, I think, and certain things that like maybe defined me, I don't want to be defined by. Like, I can't deny that there's parts of me, you know what I'm saying? Like, this all came about, like, dude, I'm just like into so much fucking reflection right now, and this all came about because yesterday I was on call with a random coach, you know what I mean? Like, and she said, ask a business question, right? So I ask a question, and I'm like, oh, I just joined this new natural soap company, and I'm really excited about where this can go for me. Can you tell me like what I need to do to kind of be seen, for my posts to be seen, for people to feel what I'm talking about? Because you guys, I've been passionate about natural everything for a very long time. Ever since I learned that every fucking thing is poisonous, I've become super hyper aware of not putting that shit on my skin, not eating and drinking to the best of my ability. You know what I mean? So now this is the second time I've gotten a reading from this coach, and it was the same thing she said to me. And I'm like, how can I get more people to like care and see about my posts, And like, basically we're talking about Facebook here. So she's like, well, I feel like you need to take off this mask. Like, you're not showing people the real you. She's like, I see all these pictures where you got your makeup on or an outfit or something, but are you ever showing people who you really are. Like, I'm like, what do you mean who I really am? Like, I feel like makeup and my photo shoots is like more of who I am than the girl who's just sleepy in bed laying around in pajamas with no makeup. Like, I don't know, I don't feel like that's something that I necessarily need to post. But I mean, every once in a while I guess I would, but I don't feel like the person who I am, who's sitting around relaxing at home, is necessarily like any more of the real me than the person who puts their heart into creating with different colors and different looks. So, but this is something she told me like 3 months ago, because I asked, I'm like, I feel like people aren't seeing my posts, and I don't know if they're not seeing my posts or they just don't give a fuck about my posts or me. You know what I mean? Which I accept that. If that's truly what it is, I accept that, you know? But that's what I wonder. Like, is it just the fact that people don't like me, or that I'm just getting lost because, you know, I do post things a lot about like truth telling and, you know, environmental stuff and like anti-government stuff. So I don't know if they just have my whole Facebook on lockdown and they just choose not to show me. But I have like almost 2,000 people on my page, and I just find it strange that like I can't get more engagement on it. So I'm like, is this an energetic thing? Is there something off with my energy? Like, you know how this whole fucking healing community, y'all, especially when you're trying to attract a partner, a lover, which, where the fuck is that? It's a lot about energetics. Like, if your feminine energy is off, or you're too much in your masculine energy, you're not going to attract people to you. So, I mean, I have really been focusing on healing my feminine energy, healing everything feminine. I mean, I didn't know about any of this until I knew about it, you know, and I have been forced into masculine energy for a good part of my life, and I always hated it, but I didn't know what to call it, and I knew what I really wanted, you know. I knew that I really wanted to be loved, cherished, protected, provided for, pampered. I knew that's what I wanted, but I also knew that I didn't have anyone who's doing that for me, and I had to like step up and be the everything, raising all of my kids by myself. So it forced me, you know, the circumstances forced me into having to be in the masculine energy. But like anytime I'd get some downtime, I'd try to like, you know, be as feminine as I can. But like, if my energy really is off, I'm not going to attract anyone. And so I question myself now, is my energy off? Do people just not like me? Do people just not give a fuck about what I'm saying? Or are people just not seeing my posts? And she's basically saying, well, no one can engage with you if you are like hiding your true self or whatever. She's like, well, especially like if you're selling makeup, maybe start doing it from start to finish, before and after. So I did a few of those videos where I'm like going before and after, but a lot of the time, honestly, when I'm putting my makeup on, I actually am listening to like spiritual meditations or astrology reading. Like, I'm trying to utilize that time as self-care sometimes, instead of, hey, let me try to sell everything I'm using, because I've been with my makeup company for over 6 years, and I feel like people know that I love the products. People know that I use the products every day. Like, you're gonna see me. And yeah, you know, I did take some advice. I did take the time to like do some longer videos where it's start to finish, where you see me with no makeup on and then see me go either natural look or full on glam. And those videos are still up on my YouTube channel, Luxury Lips with Erica, if you want to go and see that. But like, I keep a lot of my stuff separate because I am a very spiritual person. I do energy healings, I do tarot readings. But somebody who's into that might not be into the makeup, so I don't really feel like I need to show my deeper spiritual side to somebody who I just am talking about makeup to. And like vice versa, you know? Because I don't know, like, I don't want to push anything on people. I just want to let them know that I'm available for it. And honestly, sometimes my spiritual work gets so deep and so heavy, like, it's a relief to be able to talk to somebody about a shade of lipstick. Like, I don't ever want anybody to think that they're bothering me. Like, I want social interaction. That's why I do social media. That's why I do social selling. I want friends. And if they can't be like friends, like, at least it's somebody to talk to. You know what I mean? Like, I really have no one in my life, and it is very lonely and isolating. And you know, it could just be a phase for my healing, but I mean, this is a long motherfucking phase. And at some point, I gotta maybe just accept that, okay, well, I'm here to journey alone. I don't know. I can't just be all one thing, you know? And I also started an OnlyFans recently. And honestly, like, I need that. I want to feel that I am attractive to men. Like, it's sad. At night, I mean, I'm just alone. Like, no one's putting their arms around me. It's like, I'm a sexual being. I am a woman. I want love. Like, I desire passionate sex and love with a hot man. Every once in a great while, I'll come across one for a night, but, you know, I'm single. I've been single. And even before I was single, my relationships that I was in were just completely abusive and neglectful. So it was pretty much like I was single in a relationship and just, you know, enduring non-stop, covert and overt physical, mental, and emotional abuse. So it's like I've removed myself from that, and it's like I'm really trying to get out there in the dating fucking phase, yo. Like, I don't need somebody super deep to go on a date with. Like, as long as they're attractive, pretty nice, kind of cool, and they want to take me out for a good time, like, let's go. You know, I'm not looking for a life partner. I'm looking to waste time having fun, because I feel like my entire life is so in depth working with like shadow work and spirits and healing from trauma. Like, I want to go have fun. Like, I want to smile. I want to enjoy something. And unfortunately, I've met some really cute guys, really, treated me very nicely, but like, it doesn't, if I don't have the overwhelming urge to like jump on top of them by the second date, it's probably not going to happen. So I'm not going to lead anyone on. I kind of just flow away from the situation. Like, I'm not going to use people just to go out. Especially if they're actually looking for like something to go a little further. I mean, I want somebody in my bed, don't get me wrong, but I can't if I don't like 100% like want that person. I mean, sometimes that happens just meeting them the first time. And it's like, if there's not that attraction there after going out a couple times, it's just not going to go further. And that's fine. That's what dating is about, like going out, having a good time. I try, like with any person I do go out with, I think that I try to leave a positive impact. I think that I enjoy myself. Good conversation. I always, I wish everybody well. Like, it's just that I really need to have that like animal attraction to somebody if I'm gonna like get it on with them. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately for me, that aspect of my life has not been happening, and that is kind of depressing. I'm very open to it though, so let's see what happens. That's why I want to keep going out. I like to be around people. I don't have issues being alone, clearly. I'm strong enough and I have enough self-worth that I'm okay with being alone if the other option is abusive relationship. Like, I don't hate being alone. I do enjoy my alone time. However, I'm a social creature and I'm not going to feel bad about that. I like to be around people. And even if it's just going out to dinner with a friend, just being surrounded by other people, even if I'm not like talking to any of them, I just like to feel like I'm around people. So anyways, it's not that I'm trying to hide any aspect of myself. And like I said, I could be completely unconscious to how I'm being. I'm not denying that. It's just, I don't feel like I hide my true self. I just maybe am not like super clear on. I feel like my true self is a combination of everything. Like, I can't say that one part of me is truer than another part, because like that just doesn't make sense. I mean, modeling is just as much a part of who I am as spirituality, or and I'm a mom, so it's like sometimes when I'm a mom, I don't really get to express any other aspects of my personality. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting there. I'm just the one who's cooking and taking care of these kids and the bills, and like, one part of my true self that I really feel is my truest self. I don't really get to express it all, because I feel like at my very truest self, honestly, I'm a lover. And maybe that's why I'm kind of going through a bit of a dark night of the soul, because I do feel that my very truest self is a lover, and it's hard to go through life not meaning anything to anyone, like not being special to anyone, not not being cared for, not being cherished, not being even acknowledged or anything by any person. So, like, that is a hard life for somebody who really at their core craves that. Now, some people don't, and that's fine, but I'm not going to apologize for wanting that and for, like, you know what I mean? Like, I need that, and I feel like I can't really be my complete self, my true self, without it. And I have had short-lived, like, little 3 weeks of time where I've, gotten to experience what's that like if my ex or somebody, like, pops in and decides to be really great for a few weeks or something. I can see myself light up. I can feel the difference in my body. I can feel the difference in my aura. I can feel the difference in my happiness, my motivation to have that in my life. And I do what I can on my best to, like, give it to myself, the self-care, the self-love. But, I don't believe in those teachings that everyone's like, oh, self-love. No, some of us do need relational love. Some of us do need that. And even if it's not love, even if it's just some companionship or some dates or some affection, like, that's all good too. I don't need every person I hang out with to be like some meaningful, lifelong companion. I'm down for good music and a good time, and, like, happiness is something I'm looking for in my life. So, like, so I don't know. I don't really know. Maybe these answers will become clearer to me as I continue to ponder, like, what am I hiding? What is it that I'm not doing to attract customers or friends or lovers? Like, what is it? I feel like I'm almost like a non-entity sometimes. I feel like, to me, I put out some really good content, and then either no one likes it, no one sees it, no one engages with it, or no one else is, like, gets excited about it. So then I kind of get, like, not down, but, like, I feel like, at what point do I just say, fuck it, I'll stop? Because, some of the stuff I get into, like the businesses, the selling lipstick or selling soap, like, that stuff is fun and it's a hobby, but, like, it's supposed to be a hobby that pays. So, like, if I can't get through to other people who have that like-minded care, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm telling you guys, you need chemical-free soap. Here, some really great stuff I sell. Like, I like to talk to people. I like to share. But if nobody wants anything I have to share, whether it's me selling something or whether it's me just trying to create friendships with music I love, talking about music I love, talking about an outfit that I love, talking about food, like, if I can't create a friendship or a bond with any person, whether it be through food or a love of products or a love of music or a love of the same thing or caring for the same thing, like, what is my real problem here? Because, I don't have to have, like, a million things in common with someone to be a friend. You only need to have, like, maybe one thing in common. And honestly, anybody I've ever been with in a relationship, I've never had anything in common with them other than a physical attraction. And that's fine too, but where the hell's that at too? So yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a lot of the last time I got to fall asleep in somebody's arms who I loved, it's been over a year, and that was amazing. And you know, it's like, when is this gonna get to happen for me? I feel like I've wasted days of my life, I've wasted nights of my life, I've wasted years. Just whatever it is that my soul has signed up for to go through, it's either some karma or breaking patterns, or, I mean, you gotta feel it to heal it. So here I am, you know, I feel this pain, I feel this loneliness, I feel the longing for love. You know, I'm allowing myself to feel it, I'm not pushing it away. I allow myself to feel it, and I do what I can to shift it out so I can elevate myself, and hopefully I will change my life through doing this work. Or else what's it for? What's it fucking for? You know? So yeah, that's my video. That's me talking about, I don't know if I'm hiding my true self or if I just don't fucking know who my true self really is. You know? That could be. That really could be. But yeah, so I don't know. Thoughts, comments, feelings, feel free to comment. It's fine. And I'll be talking more. I'm about to go to the grocery store now, so all right. Bye.